Hello, I'm the WanderingNewbie, and it's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we got the FF5 event, 4 as 1. Which, what's this referring to? Is it referring to the characters, or the elements, or like, what exactly is this going for? All in all, I think it's a bad event name, but it doesn't really have a theming to the dungeons either. It's like, Meteorite, Barrier Tower, Forest of More, Between Dimensions, last 4, just sort of all over the place. But it's been a long-waited event for a lot of people due to the banners, but more on that later. Alright, let's started with the boss rush, which is mostly X-Death, Fortress, Meat Fort. The Carbuncle has that Carbuncle gimmick of always having Reflect, except for when it doesn't have Reflect, and then it's vulnerable to all elements. Otherwise, immune to death, or immune to earth, can use Petrify, or one-hit KO spells, so you're going to want to watch out for that stuff. Gilgamesh can use Flash, Dance All Days, all that good stuff. I may actually edit my accessories around a little bit. I mean, bosses with Reflect were just very prevalent in, what's it called? In 5. It was like kind of their gimmick a lot of the time. But yes, in this event in particular, there are quite a number of bosses with Reflect. Somebody spent $500 and they get either USB. Yeah, that sounds about right for a gacha. Anyway, so general strategy, we got a mostly melee team with something to punch through. Reflect for Krill. Let's find an interesting roaming warrior. How about? Those aren't fun. We've done mostly Mega Flare. Onion Slice is okay. I mean, alright. If I'm going with that, then I'm going to switch Dismissal to Thundaga. What can I do to spice up your life? Nah, whatever. Just keep it to whatever you want it to be. Again, this, sorry, I think my headphones are on a bit too tight, kind of dampening my voice quite a bit. I lost my train of thought. Completely, it's gone. Thundaga Blade is not good with the X mode. You don't. Oh, right. God, I forgot how that USB works. Yeah, wind, water, fire, earth. Okay, yeah, let's slap fire arrow in there then. How foolish of me. How completely and utterly foolish. But no, yeah, I think this is a good one to bring because, like, yeah, I get to show off the new cool USB that everybody loves. Oh. God. Stop making the status screen smaller and smaller. It's extremely hard for me to do anything. Wait, not stats. We want party. I'm gonna eat the, God damn it, this other granola bar that I grabbed. Just before we hustle on in. Alright, let's move out. Did Punching Palm just miss? Why don't I use the Beastmaster Krill? I like the Freelancer outfits. I think they look the best. Alright, well that's just too goddamn strong. Hold up. I gotta show off the thing. Oh, I don't actually have Bart's USB. That was Roaming Warrior. Bart's first USB is the, I can't remember what it's called, but it's all the elements. He has like a fire earth strike and then the Lay of the Four. There we go. His fire earth strike and then water wind strike. God, this is just like I want to show off the USB a bit, but then oops, USB too strong. Get him, old man. Old man who is canonically not here. Oh yeah, Ferris is super strong now with the everything really. Yeah, 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 yeah. Good. Oops. Oh, I hope I get mastery. Nice. When your damage dealer is also the person that lowers their attack. Uh-oh. I mean, the real thing about Golem, if you lucked out and got Alphanod's burst, then you're set. Alphanod can solo Golem, pretty much. So here's Califisteri, whose whole gimmick is Reflect. And, you know, she will bounce melee or offensive spells off of her onto your party, and also do various other things. Thank you for the follow. She will also try and bounce buffing spells off of her if you reflect your party. In fact, she's kind of scripted that, like, if I go to target this character and they have Reflect, to use something else. So actually, I'm just gonna... Oh, right, because you're not going to be able to do anything. You know what you can do? You can dance. Yeah, let's give you an armor down dance. Yeah, it's a thing that you can do. You can run a thing, if you're running an emulator, to see what the drop of a boss is with the Magicite dungeon. Which saves you a bit of time. I'm too lazy for that. Orb. No, I know. I'm literally saying, like, I'm actually too lazy to get the companion thing working. Even if I had the emulator working already. Alright. Am I not worrying about the counter drain condition? Kind of. And that's because I'm going off of another small piece of information that I received. Now, I hope this is accurate because I don't want to be wasting my time. But if you reflect your party, or if a character is reflected, Califisteri does a different thing. So we are going to trigger the counter drain. We can't take damage from the counter drain though. And she is now, because everybody's reflected, and every time she goes to target somebody, she uses her reflect algorithm instead. Which causes her to not care. Now, I think the one thing is we do want to remove reflect if she ever reflects herself, because that can actually lead to her bouncing a spell onto us, or dispel her reflect. But with this system, Califisteri can't damage your team. You will get hit by the counter drain and of course lose that condition, but you don't take any damage. And every turn she will cast Reflect, and we will hit the spell. Speed up our team a little bit. And of course, Swift Spell does go through Reflect. Now, the way the game actually intends you to do this is to build a mage team in order to avoid the counter drain. But I feel as though this works pretty alright. And yeah, that's about it. Fight is solved. It's just a matter of getting enough turns. Now again, we're going to lose the counter drain condition, which I guess is a fortunate side effect. But who really cares? When we have taken 0 damage, we've hit all the proper breakdowns. Really didn't take that long. So we're going to get Mastery. Perfect. Well, not actually perfect, but painless, I should say. I'm really happy that strategy worked. I kind of looked at that and was like, is this gonna work? Yeah, Enkidu was kind of the winner Magicite. I kind of like Fenrir too. When you realize that Fenrir not only gives you that physical blink, but also earth defense. And then, of course, any of the ones that actually do imperils. Those are very, very nice Magicite. He's here. The Avius. Alright. Moment of conflict is Odin. It's Odin. What more is there to say? It's Odin. You got 10 turns, and then he does down at Tsuken. You need to kill him before those 10 turns are up. You're going to want some physical dampening, some physical protection, and then you just want to hit him like as hard as you can. You know, it's the basic strategy right here with this setup. Not too much is changing on Ferisparts and Galoof, but since we only need that power breakdown and bring an armor break and dismissal, protect. Pretty simple. Don't make it too complex. Hey, Cosmic Afra. Just getting through the early chuff still. Before we get onto the real meat of the event, which has some really interesting ultimate fights. One of which, let's just drop this little nugget of preview information. One of the ultimate fights, I'm not bringing any healing to. And no, it's not the apocalypse. Ooh, those are nice starting bars. Since Krill will be casting our roaming warrior for a haste, it's nice that she goes first. Oh, this animation on Odin. I think they've always done a really good job with the FF5 Odin sprite. It's just really good. Now, if you wanted, you could actually bring a Taunter to this with Retaliation, and that would get you in some extra damage where you need it. Just they of course would maybe lessen their damage a bit because the waste of turns, cast Retaliate, so on and so forth, yada yada yada. But that works. Yeah, why doesn't this fight have the sped up battle music? Come on. Where's that nice touch? Alright. Judging by how fast this bar is going down, it's not going to be too much of an issue. Odin can use a non-outrageous Zandatsuken, which I don't know if it has a death proc on it. I hope it doesn't. But I guess we might find out. Either way, again, Odin is not a very complex fight. Even as a EX fight, it is still the same Odin fight from 5. It is just a DPS check, and you kill him before he kill you. You have a time limit. Can you make time limit? Yes, no, checkbox. Pixel health? Yeah. But really not overly complex. Got some multi-hit abilities in there, and Odin falls apart pretty quickly. Hell yeah. There's some good shit right there. Yo, Sheep Song is extremely strong. It's a flat 30 mag up with haste and the heavy regen. You'd be surprised how good that heavy regen is. Either way, 4th tower hits Minotaur and Omniscient at the same time. Both sort of carrying their gimmicks into their fights, kind of. You're allowed to use magic, and you can hit Omniscient with physical attacks. That's not going to completely destroy the fight for you. However, hitting Minotaur with a magic attack, white or black, causes him to counter the party, and hitting Omniscient with a physical attack makes him heal himself. You can confuse poison slow Omniscient. Oh wait, no. Omniscient can confuse poison slow the party. The big thing here is... do they mention it here? Alright, they don't mention it here, but Omniscient is vulnerable to stop. And they were an ultimate before, about a year ago-ish. I want to say back in September? I looked up my old video, pretty much. But, either way, the plan here is we are going to stop Omniscient and power breakdown, full break, Minotaur. Well, we also need to full break Omniscient. We have a bit of holy resistance here, and as long as we keep Omniscient stop locked, then we will actually never get hit by flare. So all we gotta worry about is holy and the physical attacks from Minotaur. Pain up top does have some AoE attacks. Hold the phone. Ah, I almost messed up there. So, while dispelling the holy on Omniscient isn't a terrible idea, Minotaur absorbs holy. Water, holy... Earth, holy, poison. You know what? She can do the second summoning of the roaming warrior. And then, oh, wait, no, I'm using... Yep, I'm not using, Onion Knight BSB on this one, so. Okay. We do need to slap something else on her. Okay, Can't be Saints Cross, can't be Gaia Cross. Blazing Twin Strikes. Alright, that's slightly annoying because that means that Omniscient is going to be free. But, whatever. Yeah, I think this is a pretty solid setup this way. And of course, we are equipping as much Holy Resist as possible because, I mean, like, Holy is hard to lessen the damage of. It's just weird. Alright, what do we need to do here? We need to turn off title, turn on stats, turn on Gil Cup. Alright. Here goes a theory. Alright. Well, I hope my stop hits. Nice. Alright, perfect. Alright, now we are going to do our AoEs, and we'll probably have Ferris work on Omniscient a little bit. It should be noted that Omniscient does have slightly higher stats overall, of course, because Omniscient has a weakness. Overall, I think this is pretty alright. Stat game going into this. Yeah, damage seems... Oh, wow! You recovered quite quickly, didn't you? Noted. Alright. So if this goes poorly, we know why. Well, you know, that was on me. I didn't look at the boss's mind stat. I should have. But it looks like it turned out pretty okay for me in the long run. Use that last tornado strike just to make sure we finish off on this while he stopped. I think that is game overall. I was so worried about this boss. I was like, there's a lot going on here. But as it turns out, Tiamat's a very good summon. Alright, time for Weed 3. I need these wind orbs. Wind, dark. I need, like, I'm so low on those orbs. Alright, well. The way they made Minotaur harder was he now has MP. Yep. Alright, so the Dragon Pod and Flowers are a very interesting boss. While they are fairly threatening and scary, the interesting thing is that the Dragon Pod does not attack. But it's immune to damage as long as there are flowers up. Luckily, AoE is pretty prevalent if you're at this point in the game. The dragon flowers, both the pod and the flowers, are weak to earth and dark. So take advantage of that to your convenience. Conditions do require you to pretty much full break at least the pods and the flower once. Now, the trick to this is the flowers only have 26,000 HP. Think about that for a moment while I load up the party of no healers. So, the way this is going to go is Zell is going to get off the Roaming Warrior, Krill is going to use Valley Garmanda, and then we go to town on the flower. Of course, for insurance, I will be casting Think Dave. Tornado Strike. I'll be casting Tornado Strike on the same turn as Valley Garmanda. Oh God, Christ. What is with my head today? It is completely away from me. Oh, hold up. Bonus battles are here. Okay. I literally have no idea how this is going to turn out. Like, in theory, this works, but it's going to have problems. Especially if the, it resummons the flowers. That might be a little bad, but, we'll see. I think I have to lower the defense of... That'll do. Alright, perfect. We know we got the numbers. Alright, now this is just a matter of, again, very similar to an earlier fight this stream. Can you DPS the boss? If the flowers are resummoned, we may be in a bit of a pickle. But we'll see. It's gonna be Magic Pixel, isn't it? Whatever, they're destroyed. It was a good move. It was a good, smart move. I respect it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess they just wanted to make like the new BSB for Bart's nice, and also like Quake Strike. Quake Strike is like the main reason for that. It's like the ads are weak to Earth, and there's a lot of them, so use Quake Strike, your new move. It's one of those things. Nice! Congrats on the BSB. So, fleeing from death is obviously going to be Necrophobe and the barriers back again. It is your typical bog standard Necrophobe fight. It's got the most important thing though is that the barriers resist ice, lightning, holy, poison, and will actually counter those with a group blind, so don't use those elements. Necrophobe is of course very, very aggressive and will sap the entire party, and also uses many piercing attacks. So there's that, but at the same time, once the barriers are down, and the barriers only have about 90k health, once the barriers are down, Necrophobe is 50% weak to everything. So just use elemental attacks and he kind of blows up pretty fast. Oh, there we go. So, we got Pain with multi-hit AoE Wind Strike, Fang with Sky Grinder, my own, Tyro and Yuna with Summons, and Rasmo here to, of course, buff everyone, but also to... Sorry, I'm having that moment again. To debuff Necrophobe when we get to that phase of the fight. A AoE Magic Down is, of course, here for the wards. Yuna, taking full advantage of her new Legend Materia, it's going to give her a nice boost to Mag for Titan. And I don't think that's one of the ones at the counter, right? I think I made like extra special checking of that. Let's there you go. Yeah, Ice, Lightning, Holy, Poison. Good. Got it. We need a Hyper Mighty G, because obviously I don't have that. Any of that stuff that comes with that. And I need it. Now, the goal is through the Tyro stuff, Eunice stuff, and the two up top. We blow through the barriers in about a round or two. We really don't want those to be up too long, because they will very quickly start firing a lot of magic in our direction. I think 3 turns is the limit. I think after 3 turns they start using some really beefy magic. So, there's all that. Alright. And away we go. Alright, so we want to get all of our buffs up as fast as possible. You are actually on standby, and then you two are doing that. Now, for those who don't recall, that's gonna hurt. No, we're good actually. The nice thing that Yuna's Legend Materia does is it takes a portion of her mind and adds it to her magic, giving her a nice little extra boost to dish out some serious damage. Case in point. Alright, that was another move that I was a little worried. Like, is she gonna hit hard enough with that? I'm not actually sure. Rasmo here is actually just gonna take 5. We're weathering the attacks well enough. We should have Yuna start healing though at this point. Oh, nice. As soon as Fang comes... Wow, that was instant. Oh, right, that move doesn't actually have airtime. Alright, now we are in the thick of it, the real boss fight. So, yeah, that is the big thing, is that that ultimate sap does, in fact, actually sap the party. It does what it says on the tin. I was, in fact, expecting our damage to be a little higher. His damage is actually pretty substantial. Well, hopefully Fang gets her good move pretty soon. Okay, Tyro, that's useless on you. If I regroup, I'm taking a different move. Lucky double casts. Exactly when I need them. I hope she lands soon. Okay, cool. Yeah, that would be egg on my face if she just doesn't get buffs and she's in the air. Alright, now these soul breaks that we're about to use are going to give us a bit of extra protection and a nice bit of extra damage. We're apparently pretty lagging at this point. I didn't think I'd be this low on damage. High wind always hits pretty hard. Yeah, it's alright. Now, Engulfing Twin Strikes will definitely deal the extremely good damage that it should have been dealing from the start. Should have used all the uses of wind before I went to Engulfing, to be honest. So long. Goodbye, Pain. And, you know, everybody does have that nice HP shield right now, and his damage got destroyed by Fang's SSB. So, we'll just take this time to use our last guy as Wrath. It should hit pretty hard. Yeah, I'll have to check the numbers later, but it seems like the stats on Necrophobe are way, way higher than... That was cool. Than his wards were. Did his stats go down? We probably don't need the shout here, but, you know, better safe than sorry. And Rasmo isn't doing too much. Alright, time for these spicy 2 breaks. Engulfing is going to deal quad 9s this time around, thanks to her being in watered. And, I mean, fuck. High Wind just does good damage. Just a little off of that quad, but I'll take it. High Wind, I love that it deals elemental damage. It didn't need to, but they decided, yeah, maybe. And perhaps there will be something a little bit extra. I preempted that a bit too much. hold that thought. Just rip. I think a really good detail is if they had actually programmed in Gilgamesh to use his OSB. Like, come on, it's Record Keeper. You could have done it. You could have done it, Dina. His OSB doesn't kill him, though. True. Also, to be fair, if you bring Final Fantasy V characters to that, like, you know, the crew of 4, he does say the extra lines, like, to each one of them. I can't pull off that fight with that crew. Alright, let's keep this train rolling now. Head right back into the, this fight. It takes forever! But it's worth it. Now, we can just copy and paste that crew right over to this. And we're pretty much set to go. Start being smarter about this, and There we go. Nice! Nice! I couldn't even tell you what XDeath's USB is, but I'm sure it's rad. Nine, 11. Magic Mind buff, and he gets Grand Cross. That's good. Magic Mind is, I would say it's a rare buff. It's not ununique, but it's definitely hard to come by. I may be a bit biased because I think I have like 2 people with it, but it's for sure not a common one. So that's nice. That stacks with a lot of stuff. Also, honestly, the Grand Cross is the real good part about that. Wait, hold up. Do they seriously label Bartz as physical magic hybrid? What? He can't use magic! I guess Spellblade, but that's not a magic ability. Alright, time for the complexity that is this fight. Also, Galoof. Uncle. Grandpa, please. Alright, we're actually just gonna have everybody defend. As we know, Valley Garmondo will take it out. We're not trying to get mastery here, so there's no reason for us to full break the pods. We're just going for it. Paris could dance the pods, but the pods are going to be dead anyway, so the dance isn't really even needed. Like, the only reason that you would do something to the pods is so that you would get the win condition. That's it. You're better off taking damage skills so that you can do damage to the boss. I wouldn't mind XDeath USB myself, personally. It looks nice, it looks cool. Sounds cool. I like XDeath. XDeath is cool. He's probably my favorite Final Fantasy villain. Probably because 4 is my favorite, or 5 is my favorite Final Fantasy. Wow, destroyed. Oh! Alright, we're good. Again, not too rough. You gotta be yeah, that's why. That's why you wouldn't get mastery. Because the flowers are what you have to break. But again, I already got mastery, so I don't care. Yeah, like it's a confusing like definition of like which one's the small thing? Is it the big like which one's the pod? Is it the big thing or the small thing? Is that the flower or is that the flower? Like when you consider that a pod is what becomes a flower, it's weird that the small ones are the flowers and the big one's the pod. It's confusing wording and I really don't like that about that boss. Alright, well, I'm kinda got a lot of stamina, so I actually get to do 2 runs of dungeons. I think I might have to pop out and do some magicite juggling. So. I mean, magicite, what's that? I don't know what a magicite is. As I continue to pretend that magicite don't exist. What's a magicite? Good animation. That animation is extremely good. Holy crap. With a gun. Gladio. With a gun. Monday. Magicite stream's gonna be tomorrow. Alright, well, I gotta pop out and do some magicite shuffling. Inventory management, what the? Stuff that I try and make sure doesn't show up on streams. Generally. Oh wow, I don't even have to shuffle anything, I'm just gonna break 2 level caps. I don't even think these things gain anything for going higher, do they? Yeah, it'll just be more stats. Anybody's worth it. Don't be mean to the 1-stars. They're trying. Honestly, I just wanted to unlock the new skills on them, so that's why I got them in there. I'm gonna swap in some 3s. Like Baba here. Trying not to up Enkidu for reasons. Like, I have my reasons. I think Golem is the other 3-star I don't have, like, really leveled up. Oh, I don't have Sea Lion either, but he's just... It's also a dampen. Oh, I have this sorted by gained. Rarity. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's the good shit. Alright, Fenrir is equipped, Sea Lion, Golem. Alright, yeah. Let's slap on Sea Lion. That's good, perfect. Alright, cool. Alright, gotta run one more EXP dungeon. And then we can move back to the bonus fights. Oh, yes. Never actually seen this. Sadness, that's the last of my coffee. Nice. What? Right, you're not a bit. What the? Stop? Cool. Magistrate, what the? Little preview. Oh, that one doesn't do damage? Good shit. Okay. Now that we have the chapter out of the way, let's do a jump start. Okay. So, for this jump start, the idea that I'm bringing along is I have some very strong BSBs. However, oh, sorry, punched my mic. The BSBs that I have that are extremely strong are lightning element. So the early parts of this fight are going to be a little familiar. But once that's all well and away and done, it's going to evolve. Also, because we saw that this is practically useless, let's be honest, I think I'm going to put a defense down a defense down stance on Tyro. As soon as I get to dances. Tyro, good for dancing. Really annoying to get to that. Ooh. There we go. Solid. Salute. Oops. I could have sworn I put a different record material on him, but I must have forgotten. Let's put Go Fast on the boy. I went too far. I went too far back in the other direction. Finally, right in the middle. Yeah, who cares? I got nothing to say. It's gonna be the same fight pretty much, but faster. Hence, the jumping of your starts. Though I do need to find a Hyper Mighty G. Ah, perfect. Kite, back me up. Oh, shoot. Alright, we're good. I messed up my cropping there for a moment. That sucks. A misremembering of what modes Noctis takes. Proved to be your undoing. But no, that does actually kind of suck a bit. Oh wait, we're still on fast speed. Uh-oh. Fix that. Alright, our first yell. Yell the first. She actually, Lightning that is, does actually have slightly lower stats than Pain had. Because Pain was actually able to equip an in-realm katana, whereas Lightning can't. Lightning can't use katanas. Now, I'm not going to have a dual break on Necrophobe. I forgot! You're a fast boy! Right. I was like, oh, I'll preempt the boss this time. He says that he's being fucking clever. Time to get the move started. Yeah, fuck me up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I have the power of a god. One more. Keep him coming. I think I just casted this. Jumpstart fights have a weird time dilation for me where I cannot remember the actions I've taken. You got him, Yuna. Fuck him up. Uh-oh. Hubris, what the? Fuck is the hubris? The fucking vulnerability just falls off immediately. Just go on. We're done. Yeah, this time he did actually kind of make it in time. Not false. Vitality emotes. Hey, who wants to do some multiplayer? Sandworm. Oh god, it's Sandworm. Alright. I'm better. In a different universe. Where's my gal at? There she is. So get ready. The code is 1496. No, 1469. That's right. Sorry, I tried to trick you. Are you paying attention? Ugh. Is it weak to ice too, or is it just weak to water? Yeah, I figured. Alright. Dad, what the fuck? Why the hell not? Solid. Oh, hold up. I did auto his things. Yep. Let's get rid of the garbage. And room is up. Bring your best water abilities. Like the berserk. Oh my. God damn it. God damn it. You. You. Can't believe I got berserker wrist. In my own home. Alright, I need one more. Nice. A full room. When y'all are ready. Damn. Damn, look. Look at that. I think it's Father Wolf. Look at that shit. Nice. Alright. Ooh, we got Kamari Burst. I don't think I've ever seen Kamari's Burst. You know what? I'm actually going to let Pain sit out this first one. I want to see some of these other bursts. Oh, here come the holes. Let's see Woken Water, because I did the USB in the video. God damn it! Are you kidding me? In my own home. Nice. That, of course, being penalty snipe, an ability that does more damage the more status effects something has. No, honestly, that is a fucking amazing joke. You're great. Fucking berserker risk. Nice. It's a good looking burst. And that's White. Oh wow, that imperils? Nice. Some good shit on that. This is where I get to see all like the bursts that I don't take the time to actually like look up the animations. Yeah, I got the greens. Hell yeah. Alright. About 15 minutes, or 15 seconds, I'll have the next one up. I've never noticed, like, the gong in that song. Like, listen. Alright. Oh shit, alright, we're gonna see some Ferris. Alright, okay. Yep, that's solid. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we have a lot of people jumping into the multiplayer this week. I'd say give it fucking about 30 seconds. If nobody jumps in, you can jump in, Father Wolf. I mean, if you want to be technical, Bartius. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there we go. Alright, when you're all ready to go. Oh! I didn't know that the mouse wheel did that. It's fucking like... Wait. How did I do that? There it is, you have to be off the screen. Uh-oh, Father Wolf. There you are. V prisoner. Yes, good. Oh, it's random target. Oh, fantastic. Hell yeah! It's the good shit. The 8 hit. There you go. It took you a bit, V-Prisoner, but you finally got it. God, I love multiplayer. Alright. But, it's about that time. Let's go look at some banners. And see, what they have actually... let's see what they have brought with this event. Though we have seen a lot of it already. So, on your first banner, right at the top, Chicken Knife. Chicken Knife is Bart's USB, which deals 10 physical, wind, water, fire, earth to one target. Temporarily reduce the delay of the user's actions and enter Spellblade Barrage EX mode. In Spellblade Barrage mode, temporarily raise the user's attack 30% and causes water, wind, fire, and earth Spellblade attacks to trigger a follow-up. There is a chance that it will either be the 2-hit single target Spellblade twin hit, or the 8-hit Spellblade dual wield quad strike. The 8-hit is AoE, the 2-hit is single target. And yes, very interesting note is that this not only gives him 10 attack, but also 5 speed. Yeah, the Chasers do have lower multipliers, but does it really matter when it's just extra damage? Honestly, this is really, really strong. Extremely strong when you consider stuff like this. Synergizes extremely well with Tornado Strike, Engulfing Twin Strike, Blazing Twin Strike, the recently acquired Quake Strike, the far in the future to acquire Trembling Twin Strike, I think is the current going with word. There is a Twin Strike for Earth coming down the line. And also, believe it or not, this synergizes with Snow Spell Strike because that does do wind damage. So, the synergy with this is extraordinary. And honestly, it's the entrance damage isn't anything to shake a stick at. So, a fantastic USB. Really kind of brings Bart into his own. On the same banner, you got Fairy Bow here. Fairy Bow? Fairy Bow, yes. Ranged weapon with a small chance to confuse, but also in realm wind damage, which is the better part of that. 9 ranged physical wind non-elemental hits to random targets with a... One moment. Alright. Random targets will lower their wind resistance and does an attack magic mind breakdown. This is a extremely unique breakdown modifier that stacks with everything that exists in the game, and I believe everything that will exist in the game. I don't think there's anything that overlaps with this yet in Japan. So a stacking attack mag down and also mind for those bosses that sometimes use holy attacks really solidifies Ferris as, you know, the princess of debuffs. If you pull this, you should probably dive her. All things considered. Latent Power. This is Bartz's BSB 3, the only character to get a BSB 3. Deal 8 physical Earth attacks. Temporarily infuse the user with the power of Earth. Grant haste in burst mode. Command 2 is 3 physical hits to 1 target. Temporarily, and it's a attack resistance bargain. Command 1 is 4 hits. Increase the damage of spell blades for 2 turns. It's a extremely... Oh, earth and wind damage. Sorry, I missed that. I thought it was just earth, non-elemental, but it's actually earth wind. This is an extremely solid BSB, though a little unfortunate on bosses that are both earth and wind resist. But that is something that doesn't come up to... It's not a bargain? Oh shit, it's not a bargain. That's an attack resistance boost. I assume just seeing an attack and defense on it that it would be a bargain, but I jumped the gun there. But yes, it's extremely solid, very rarely resisted, though it does happen from time to time. But earth and wind are very hard to come by as damage types, so all in all, this is extremely useful. Dorgan's Redoubt, which with it contains Uncharted Lands. Also, small boost to earth damage. Small boost to earth damage. Comes with a no damage on this at all, but imperils earth all targets and raises attack and defense 30% for the entire party. An extremely solid move right there. The entrance, again, Earth Imperil, very rare, about like 3 people have it. Command 2 is 3 physical Earth Wind attacks. Raise the attack and resistance of the caster. Command 1 is 4 physical Earth Wind attacks. Increase the damage of the... If you haven't picked on yet, this is a carbon copy of Bartz's BSB 3, except with Knight instead of Spellblade. The only thing really different is that the entrance, Bartz is more damage based and Dorgan is more buff based. But yes, I mean, if this one's solid, this one is also really solid. These are both extremely good, and with the addition of the recent Magicite stuff, these are extremely strong for some damage types that are very rare. And speaking of rare damage types, Woken Water is Bartz's BSB 2. It's 8 physical water hits, and infuse the user with the power of water. Command 2 is 4 water hits to 1 enemy. Command 1 is physical damage, lower their attack, raise the user's attack. Very nice. It's a solid water burst. It does damage, and in Realm it does get some water boosting to it. So water boosting on an armor is hard to come by, mind you, in Realm. I'm just checking if I missed anything really cool on any of these. I think the Greatsword, yeah, the Greatsword doesn't have anything really special. The Fairy Bow boosts wind in Realm, and the Chicken Knife doesn't boost anything. Right, okay. So, Grand Helm, very nice because you get a water booster with synergy, if need be. Fragments of Grace. Alright. Do you like playing the lottery? Because Fragments of Grace is an extremely small chance for Spellblades to trigger 3 times. Now, if you put this on him, as well as a dual casting record materia or legend materia, because I believe his legend dive is also dual casting, this is a extremely small chance to quad cast your Spellblades. Overall, there's nothing wrong with this at all. This helps even new players in the long run. I really like this legend material a lot, and it really solidifies Bartz as the Spellblade boy. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Hold up. This is my new favorite thing to do on streams. So,
Epaulette.
Yeah, let's go with that one. Ferris's thing. Small wind boost, so that's very nice. And an increased damage, a moderate amount, proportional to the number of stat debuffs on a character. So, you full break, you mind break, she deals an obscene amount of damage. This synergizes very well with, like, say, her BSB, which has a full breakdown on entrance, or her USB, which has a mind break on it. So you can just bring power break, full break, and her USB, and get the full damage off of this. It's really just a very nice way to get Ferris dealing way more damage. Also, as chat points out, a very nice piece of wind boosting armor. Dorgan's Blade, Super Soul Break. Aside from being a very nice wind boosting sword, which are very rare, Winds of the Home are 6 physical wind attacks, temporarily lower the user's defense, but gives attack mag 30% to the party. So, very much solidifies Dorgan's role as the booster knight of FF5. Yeah, there are a lot of rare elemental boosters in this realm. Speaking of which, Ferris's bracers don't have anything. Gotcha. Haha. But deal 4 ranged physical, wind, and lightning attacks to all targets and temporarily lower their wind resistance. By the way, I really like the reference here because it's Sildra attacking, so it deals lightning damage as well as wind. But yeah, this is okay for a Super Soul Break. Imperils are always great, and in a full throttle, this will get work done. And then she's just a support. Inner Peace is raise the crit chance 50% for the entire party, major regen, and infused Galoof with the power of fire, which is nice and synergizes well with Fires Within, and I think the future 5-star fire ability that we will get. And finally, at the bottom is Titan Gloves, which is Unshaken Resolve, which lets you do some real goofy abilities, some real goofy runs with Galoof. But deal 4 physical hits, remove all buffs and debuffs from the user, temporarily make them invincible, and raise attack 50%. Pretty nice. And can actually save you in some fights down the line. So overall, this banner is outrageously strong. Anything above the Legend Materia is fantastic. Probably the best thing that you'll get from this event. Both the Legend Materia are very nice, and you don't need a break to capitalize on them, but it helps. And the supers are all pretty good, with the winner being Winds of the Home. But what did we get? Absolutely nothing. That's what. Trash Garbo. Alright. We have a second banner to look at, though. So, on here, a very nice new item, Neo Grand Cross for X-Death. Synergy Dark Boost, which is okay. But 6 dark non-elemental attacks to all targets, temporarily absorb black and white magic, and raise the mind and magic of the party by 30%. All in all, a pretty okay move. And the Super Runic is extremely nice. The party buff is extremely nice. And I guess the in-realm dark damage is also extremely nice. Apocalypse is a very old OSB. Its whole gimmick is that it hits 4 different elements, but has a much lower multiplier. So useful in way more situations, but doesn't hit quite as hard as a lot of other OSBs. That's pretty much it. It's okay if you pull it, and you'll find a lot of use out of it, but I wouldn't wail for it. Mimic Rod. I think this was on the last one. Yes, it was. The last 5 event is what I'm saying. Deal 6 magic water attacks to all enemies. Infuse the target with the power of water and enter burst mode. Command 2 is 4 magic water attacks to 1 enemy, and Command 1 is a 100% chance to mime the previous ability used by somebody. The more times Way of the Mimic is used, the faster it goes off. And yes, as pointed out, this is the only rod in the game that has a water boost on it right now. Miming can be pretty useful, and you can do some real goof strats with it. Also, I mean, it's water damage. Again, you're not going to find a ton of water BSBs, so they're kind of all controlled by this and 10. Sledgehammer, being Galoof's BSB, is 6 Fire Earth attacks to 1 target, temporarily lower the resistance to fire, and enter burst mode. Command 2 is 2 physical fire hits, restores small amount of HP to 1 ally, proportional to their max HP. Command 1 is 4 single target hits and also heal. So this is a very odd burst because it definitely wants to be offensive, but it has a nice healing property to it too, which will take some pressure off of your healers. I actually super like this one. This is a really cool BSB that lets Galoof do a bit more than just be the monk. So yeah, I actually really like this. And also, I'll never turn down a fucking fire imperil, or an imperil in general. Barrel Serpent. This is extremely old for a BSB, but still not bad. Deal 5 ranged physical attacks and do a full breakdown on the enemy. Command 1 is a magic breakdown. Command 2 is an attack breakdown. So, with Ferris, it's a defense break, resistance break, and this can kind of cover the whole gambit. So, I'd say it's okay. It's really nice, but there have been some things that have come about as of late that kind of outshine this, such as, you know, Setzer stuff and all that. Still, you get this, you don't have anything like it, definitely look into using it because it's pretty okay. Galoof Legend Materia. Small chance for monk abilities to trigger twice. Short, simple, Anybody can make use of this. I like it. Fucking X-Death's head. Minor dark resistance, little added thing there, and begin the fight in dark. Extremely useful for a darkness mage like X-Death. You don't need to prioritize his whatever his in dark break is, and you can just use your darkness abilities with a boosted 50% damage and uses things like his USB and what have you with an extra 80% damage. So very, very nice, very good. Synergizes with X-Death no matter what, and if you have breaks, it synergizes even better. Fire Lash is Sheep Song. Haste, 30% magic boost, major regen, all around nice, and for a little added bonus, a little bit of fire booster. A very good weapon, a very good break. I use it all the time. Pride of Tycoon. It is a pretty good Medica with a resistance boost on top of it. 50% resistance boost, but still a resistance boost. It's very nice mag mind rod on top of that. I mean, you say it only works for like what 8 people, but I mean each of those 8 people are spellcasters, so they can utilize that whip very well. This is a very, very solid Medica. Kind of snuck its way into the mage banner. And Nuo's Scourge is Power of the Void. Mag, dark damage, raise the magic and resistance of the party 30%. If you combo this with his USB, you have an extremely powerful X-Death right there that is going to do a lot of work for you. Also, a small dark boost on the weapon, always good for your darkness casters. Mime Cap, it's Onion Night Burst without the burst commands. Also, a little bit of water resistance on the hat. Go-Go's a little goofy of a character, what with, like, they're not really sure what they want to do with him, but Histaga with attack mag up, extremely powerful, and lets you do some really good hybrid comps. So overall, this is a great banner for your casters with a little mix of monk in there. I'd say pull on banner 1. Pull on banner 1 if you're really looking for something, but if you're specifically looking for some mage gear, pull on banner 2. Which, speaking of which, let us go. Dang. Well, I guess it's 5. Is that combo? Nah, of course it doesn't combo. Alright, well, that was a whirlwind tour of the 5 event. A lot of fun in that one. But as all good things must too come to an end, it is everyone's favorite time of the stream where I need to do my outro, but I forget what the next event is. It is either 4 or 1. It's gonna be 4. It's gonna be 4. Okay. So that was the 5 event. Some pretty weird bonus bosses, but I like them overall. It was great to see the Gilgamesh scene with Necrophobe. Next time we're gonna have the FF4 event, which I've kind of been looking forward to because we get my favorite demon. So yeah, I'll see you next time.